In the twin flame journey, there are different ways that we can avoid our own healing. The purpose of the twin flame journey is to heal, but you have to ask yourself, are you healing or are you avoiding? Here are some ways to know that you have been avoiding your healing if you've ever done any of these things. And if you find yourself continuing to do these things, please refrain from them and tune within instead. Address your own wounds, address your own triggers. Give that energy to yourself before you give that away to your counterpart. So in the twin flame journey, we avoid our healing by, one, distracting ourselves, whether that is with people, going around people and spending time with them so that we're not alone with our own thoughts, watching TV, binge watching Netflix and movies, not really dealing with our own thoughts, or certain activities, or even working, just indulging ourselves into our jobs, not taking a break, not taking time to really focus on our own thoughts. Number 2, checking their social media daily. If you had a routine where every single day or even multiple times a day, you were checking this person's social media account, wondering what they were doing, wondering what they were up to, and having moments where you were feeling triggered, you were, one, avoiding your own healing. You were A, avoiding your own healing, and B, you were creating more problems for yourself as you were constantly getting even more triggered. Or even if you were doing things as making fake accounts to see their posts, putting in all of this energy to see someone else's life when you can just put that energy into yourself to heal. Yeah, we got to make sure that we give that energy to ourselves. Number 3, numbing. Numbing with alcohol, with drugs, with binge eating, with intercourse, with sleep, anything that we can to give us that temporary satisfaction for the moment in order to escape the reality for a moment. But once those moments are over and done with, the problems still arise. Once you sober up, those problems will still be there. You can sleep it off, but when you wake up from that nap, or when you wake up in the morning, those problems will still be there until they're addressed. You can go ahead and have intercourse with anybody you want to. It doesn't matter how good it is. Those problems will still be there. You got to address the problems. Number 4, feeling stuck as if you cannot move or do anything. Little to no motivation. This was not you being lazy. This was not you not wanting to heal. You were so overwhelmed by how you were feeling, so overwhelmed by the emotion that it was even too much for you to face them. So you would sit there and as if you were just in limbo. You would just sit there, just completely emotionless, expressionless, not moving, not doing anything, just sitting in the pain instead of trying to work through the pain. Sitting in the pain and without moving and being still in the pain versus working through the pain with allowing yourself to feel, with questioning yourself as to where this pain is coming from, soothing yourself as you're feeling that pain. That's working through it. If you were not doing this, you were avoiding the healing that was taking place. Number 5, disassociating into your own thoughts to soothe you or escape reality. You could have moments where you would disassociate into thinking of moments that you were with your counterpart, moments that you were with them. Thinking of those happy moments, thinking of those good times, because it would soothe you. It would be a way for you to escape reality. You may have even dissociated yourself into thinking of scenarios that did not even happen, but it gave you that sense of fulfillment. It gave you that sense of love that you wanted. That disassociating is escaping your reality, because the reality is there are wounds that are coming up to the surface for you to face and for you to heal. But to avoid those wounds, you go into your own mind. You escape the world by going inside your own mind, into your own world where everything is just wonderful. But when you come back to reality, the problems are still there. Must remember that addressing the problems is what's going to get the problems to go away. You can run from yourself, but you cannot hide from yourself. Healing is very uncomfortable, and people avoid their healing in several different ways, and it's going to look different for every person. And they will continue to do so until they choose to face their triggers, face their emotions, and face their wounds. All of those coping mechanisms may have helped you to survive, but in order for you to thrive, you have to refrain from those coping mechanisms and do something that's going to be more conducive to your healing, more constructive to your mental health. A twin flame journey is a very difficult journey to go through. This is something that is not for the weak. And do not feel bad if you've ever had some of those moments when you were avoiding your own healing. It's something that all twin flames will go through when they go along this journey, because you're experiencing something that you've never quite experienced before, and you're just trying to figure it out as you go along. It's okay. But remember that the more you avoid your healing, the more you avoid union. The more you face your healing, the more you face those wounds, the more you do the healing work, the closer you are to union. You want union. That's the ultimate goal, so that this whole journey is not, all these emotions, all of this will not go in vain. Heal your soul from the twin flame journey. I love you, family.